Are you engaging in bestiality right now? Because I mean, if my sister's a dog, then so am I, right?
David, just stop. Hello, everyone. It is I, Miss Kegz, and welcome. My boo, my foreign bae, my boo ting, my international baby. Who are you? Say your name.
Hi, it is I. I simply go as the boyfriend of Miss Kegz. I am here to react to something problematic. It's gonna be amazing. Take it away, Miss Kegz. Let's go.
Okay. Oh, thank you. So today, me and my boyfriend David have been watching this thing called Blue Therapy. It's a show, it's a web series on YouTube where couples go in and see a therapist and handle their business. We've been watching these two couples, I think Paul and
So,
Chinuma. Yeah, tell the people.
so we have two couples, okay, two black people, right, trying to fight hard for their black love. We have, on the one hand, we have Paul and Choma. On the other hand, we have Deborah and Jamal. We just have to watch it and see. But these couples have some issues, and unfortunately, we didn't get to react to episode 1 or 2. So now we're gonna give you episode 3. So sorry for missing out some gaps, but don't worry, we'll break it all down for you. We'll break it all down. We'll break it all down.
We'll try to break it down. Like, we recorded episode 2, but my audio wasn't there. But we had some good conversations. We had some good topics. And I had to make sure for the final episode we got to react. So, I would like to welcome you to the first episode of Bae Reacts. Okay, we'll work on the theme song.
Need to add some graphics. Yeah.
We'll work on that. We'll see how this goes. But I guess this is David's first intro into my channel. Woo! Okay, let me put on my glasses because the girl can't see. We have to clean them. Okay, started. Still.
Obviously, you know, when things get a little bit heated, it's always very difficult, but thank you for coming back in. Now, I just want to go back. I've written in my notes here. Can I find out a little bit more about your family history?
Well, certainly. So I've got 3 sisters. My mother and father, obviously, I live with them. I've been brought up by very, very strong women, so dealing with Deborah is not a problem at all. I believe she's actually a strong woman. That's part of the reason why I got with her. Obviously, I'm Ghanaian as well. I'm really traditional, but there is some modifications because obviously I was born and brought up in London, so.
Has Deborah met your family?
Jamal?
Not yet.
Why is that, Jamal?
The Zoom.
We've had this discussion before, so I feel with Deborah because she's just very loud, I should say. There's times where
Loud.
yeah, loud. I feel like there's moments of times where you kind of have to balance the two. You need to know your place in terms of being loud and then being quiet. And I feel like at this current moment of time, I don't think she'll not exactly clash per se with my parents or my family, but I feel like there's things that she kind of has to show.
But what do you...
Wait.
Okay, go.
A lot was said there. I want to bring the audience up to speed. Okay, so this is the other problematic couple. Okay, you have Deborah, who I believe is Nigerian, and you have
Jamal.
Jamal, who I believe is Ghanaian, as you just said. Now, over the last 2 episodes, Deborah has an expectation. Well, Deborah has 2 issues from what we can identify. One, she's always comparing her relationship and her status and her place in life with this random friend she has, who apparently, according to her, has like a perfect boyfriend. So whatever this boyfriend does, her friend will tell her about it, and whatever her friend tells her, she wants her boyfriend to do. And that includes things like be more romantic, take her on lavish vacations, and buy her Gucci. Okay, that's her first issue. And then her second issue is that she wants somebody to treat her the way her dad treated her. So she has a dad who raised 5 girls, and whatever they needed, he gave them. And so she expects that a true man would take care of her like her dad did. And then you have Jamal on the other hand, who appears to have some trouble at home. But he's like 27. He's got his head screwed on straight now, and he wants to get a house, move out of his parents' house, get his own place, and start investing. But Deborah is 24, doesn't want that. She wants him to spend all the money he has on her because that's what he should do as a man. And it makes sense now. Well, so at the last episode, episode 2, we were wondering why the hell is this guy with Deborah? Like, Deborah is not the girl he needs this time in his life. And it appears that he's attracted to her kind of like bossy attitude because he apparently grew up with like strong-willed women. So it kind of makes sense now why they're kind of together. Initially, I think they didn't really match, but we speculated that it might be because he's used to hanging around women like that. But now we know it's true. So now it's confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
And the second thing I wanted to say as well is Nigerians are not loud. They're just confident.
Facts on facts. I don't know about that, but I'm Nigerian, so I can say that. My dad's loud.
I'm Nigerian. I get accused of being loud, but I don't hear it.
Can you keep it down?
No. Okay, play.
What are you worried about?
I just want to make sure that she gets it right. I feel like my family mean a lot to me.
And mine don't, because you've met my family. Jamel has
this
met
is not about
my family. He met my family, I'll say like the first 3 months in. Like,
but me and you are
I
different.
don't really understand. He seems to be really particular about his family. Like, we all have family.
Yeah, I get that.
You've met
Is
my
the volume
family. And if you're trying
echoing
to
to
take
you?
me seriously,
No? Is it?
then
to you?
I'm not really understanding
Not anymore.
Show you something,
why.
yeah.
Okay, no,
This
Jamel's
is
like,
my
what?
4th relationship. I don't want it to go even further. So I want to make sure that when you come and see my family, it's
stopped
prim and
now.
proper. I'm not here to be doing dibble, dabble, bringing new girls here.
We've been together for a year.
Yeah.
Surely I should have met your family by now. I'm not being funny, but
You gonna
Jamel has never.
Girlfriend, I want to hear your opinion. It's been a year.
He's
He
hiding
hasn't
something.
introduced you to the family. What do you think?
By a year, you should definitely meet the family. Like what? I met your mom like in a month or so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I don't know. I feel he's hiding. He's either embarrassed of his family or he's embarrassed of her. And I think it's a bit. I don't think he's like. I think it's a bit of both. Because he clearly has problems at home, but he hasn't discussed them yet, and he doesn't want to discuss them. And then her personality being like, sort of like not money hungry, but like she likes luxury. She likes spending. Maybe where he comes from is not the type of environment she was raised in. So then he might be like sort of ashamed of that side of his life. So I don't know. I can't speculate too much unless he reveals it for himself.
I get the feeling he's scared that his mom won't like her because she's loud. But okay. Interesting stuff. I guess I'm on Deborah's side right now, which is kind of a little bit unusual, but right now I am. So let's see how this goes.
Well, yeah, he should have invited. Yeah. No, like yeah, like it's been a year and you still haven't invited the girl to your house. So like, what are you doing? So I don't know.
Situation whereby I have to calm myself or like in a situation with a parent or a family member. So I'm not really sure where he's getting the fact that I'm going to be like super loud or disrespectful. I 100% think he's making excuses. I don't know why he doesn't want to bring me around his family, but it's definitely shady.
Is this a problem for you?
100%. It makes me feel like he's, again, not serious and trying to keep me away from his family. Like, everyone's family is important to them, and that's why, because I knew that, you know,
I will say, compared to the other
Jamel's
girl,
the guy for me,
she has great lashes.
I made sure that he met my parents.
The other girl's
but for me,
the other girl's like
a year,
like
coming up
flying
to a year
away.
and a half
Even though I
now.
like
For me
her
to
more
have
than
met his
her,
family, I think
but
that's quite
her
ridiculous.
lashes are not good.
And on top of that, for him to say that because I'm loud,
Oh snap!
That's got nothing to do with it. You haven't even tried or seen me in that setting to prejudge and now say that because I'm loud, I can't meet your family.
Babe, I know you. Like, don't make it seem like I'm not like some random boy from your past or whatever. Like, I know you. Oh yeah, you know us Ghanaians and Nigerians. Like, obviously Nigerians are a bit loud. Well, Deborah is loud.
Boo!
So how my parents might take to her is a bit. I don't know. I don't know how she'll actually act in front of my parents.
Okay, not all Ghanaians are
so loud. I think not.
I'm
quiet.
gonna have to be respectful with parents.
And first of
Everyone
all,
gets loud when they're
and
excited.
you could keep on playing. But when you go to someone's house for the first time, do you think you're gonna just act loud automatically? No, you're gonna feel the room.
Whether you have a girlfriend or have they asked any questions?
A couple questions here and there, but I kind of.
And what have you said?
I've not played it down. I said I'm seeing someone.
Okay.
Yeah, so they know somebody's there, but like.
So now we're seeing each other now.
Gosh, let's.
Oh.
David, if you told someone you're seeing me, I'd be so annoyed.
To hear.
Is there another
I haven't said that yet.
Yeah, you say you have a girlfriend with your whole chest.
I either don't talk about you. I say I have a
I
girlfriend.
just want to make sure I'm getting it
Exactly.
right, if I'm going to be honest. Like I said, this is my 4th relationship, and I'm hoping for it to be my last. Like, I do
Kidding,
see
everyone watch you.
a great future between myself and Deborah. Like, it's not it's not a me and you. It's more like a we thing.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Can you accept that?
Oh, pause.
No, I don't feel like it's right.
Disclaimer. Jamal is the one whose idea was it to come to therapy in this couple situation. So he's the one that saw a problem within the relationship and he wants to see if he could get some things sorted out. So it was his idea. Play.
Right. For you to have met my family and for me to not have met yours. Like,
But we're
for
doing
me.
comparison.
And that actually makes me feel quite insecure. It makes me feel quite down.
Culturally, are you the same background, family values, etc.?
I mean, we're both African. I'm Nigerian.
And I'm Ghanaian.
But
Gang gang.
I don't think that should be a problem. Like, it doesn't make a
Yeah,
difference.
you may not feel like that, but
Regardless.
let me be honest with you, yeah? With my parents, like, they're the type of parents that they would expect me to be with another Ghanaian girl. However, their choices is not my choices.
Yeah, and that's more reason why I should meet them earlier so that they're prepared to meet a Nigerian babe.
And I get that, but still, that's still down to me, right? So I can't just leave that into my hands.
So when am I going to meet them then?
Which family do you want to meet first?
Okay, that's childish. It's not that deep. It's just meet your family.
Maybe we'll come back to that another time. But, if you
How do you
want to
feel?
talk about it again at any time.
I don't want to talk.
I take things slowly, right? I think a year is well. So if I was Jamal, and after a year I still haven't shown a girl to my family, then that means that I'm still feeling her out because I'm not entirely sure if she's like the one or not, or if she's even like presentable enough for my family. Obviously, like he feels the way he does, but if I was in his scenario, that's what I would. That's the only thing that would deter me from showing my girlfriend to my family. I'm still not sure about her yet.
And there's nothing wrong with him not showing him to his family yet, but that's what I said. I said if a guy is really serious about you, he would have shown you to his family earlier on, and vice versa. So those are flags up there, in my opinion. Carry on. Carry
About it.
on.
It's very irritating for me to speak about
going
because it
to.
doesn't make sense.
Okay.
You're not making sense right now.
Okay.
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 Wait.
All right.
They have to come in. They have to see what's happening. Let them come in, and then you explain.
Okay.
Relax.
All right.
I know you're excited.
Now these guys are something else.
Okay, pause. Okay. Go, babe. Go.
No.
I can't go. You're good. You're gonna kill it. Go.
Oh my goodness. Okay. This is couple. Actually, the couple number one, because they were shown first. Couple number one. We have Chioma, the girl, and Paul, the guy. Oh my goodness. So Chioma makes her money on social media. She's like an Instagram girl, not like an Instagram model, but she does something in relating to like parties or something on Instagram, and also has like a regular 9-to-5 job. Now Paul, oh god, Paul is, to put it simply, he's a fitness coach. But in his words, he provides nutrition and health education for wealthy or high net worth individuals. So basically, he's like a trainer for rich people, essentially. And the issue is this: Paul is all about the bag, okay, and he's really big into image. He wants himself to always look amazing, which is why he's in like a three-piece suit, no wait, a two-piece suit right now in during therapy. And he also wants to get money by any means necessary. So he likes to take his clients that he's providing health advice and nutritional advice to the club so that they can get more friendly. But then, since his clients are high net worth, they spend a lot of money at the club, and so he keeps getting stuck in scenarios where he ends up spending a lot of money at the club, and then has to go and make that money back. But then when he does this, he's neglecting his girlfriend. Oh, sorry, his fiance. So they're about to get married and everything. But every time he spends the bag at the club to impress his client, he has to go and make the bag back. And to do that, he has to ignore his fiance, who he now lives in the same apartment with. And so she just wants some love and attention, but he's like, no, the bag. And also, he has this thing about her not like doing anything inappropriate on Instagram, and that includes twerking or posing provocatively. So he rather just have her delete her Instagram and just live in the house as a housewife while he goes and gets the bag. And she doesn't really want to do that. So that's where we're at right now. In last episode, he ended up walking out because I don't know. She basically said what was wrong with the relationship, and he didn't like what she said, and then he walked out. And I guess the third thing about this guy is that his listening skills are terrible. So hopefully he'll do it again. But basically, she'll say something about what she doesn't like about him, and then he'll say, "I see." So what you're saying is, I beat you.
Basically, this man talks. Okay, this man talks in circles. He's hot-headed. He has a very haughty personality, and he's very ignorant. So he would. So the therapist is there to like help and mediate, and he's yelling at the therapist, asking her, "Why are you here? Are you gonna fix these problems?" And then when he asks the therapist a question and she's about to answer, he says, "Stop." This couple is so problematic. And David believes that so the other couple and this couple should swap. So he thinks what's her name? Choma
and
Choma and Jamal should come to Jamal should come together, and then what's
Paul
her face?
Deborah.
Maybe, yeah, because Deborah could be like that housewife, but not really, and she could just stay at home and get money from him, and then she could be a boss babe with Jamal, and she seems more reserved. Yeah.
I and even now, well, I know we're still talking a lot, but episode 2 was a lot. But essentially, I think even now, I think Jamal wouldn't have a problem taking her home to his parents.
No. Yeah.
So basically, he stormed out, and then she talked him down, and now they're back in. Let's see what happens.
Let's go. He's so proud.
Thank you for coming back in. Let me just explain that, these first therapy sessions, it's a lot to take in. There's a lot of emotion involved. Please don't feel that was an unusual scenario. This kind of thing happens all the time.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Right?
Mm-hmm. I can imagine, yeah, it does.
I said it from the get-go, this whole idea is bullcrap. Now, with Denise herself, if we kind of check the credentials, which I'm sure when Choma was booking the session, she didn't do, how do we even know?
Real quick, Denise is the therapist.
Yes.
She is the right person for the therapy anyway. This is not going to work. This is actually making the situation worse. It's a hot mess.
Going back to a little bit earlier, the social platform that you're on, do you trust her when she's out? I think is probably the best way to ask the question.
Of course.
Right. So if you both trust each other, there shouldn't really be an issue with what's going on outside.
Ideally, there shouldn't be.
Is there anything that's making you feel uncomfortable?
No.
Okay. Is there anything you'd like to talk?
No.
Ooh. He's so annoying.
Just get to the end of my sentence.
I knew what you was gonna say.
No, let her finish.
Babe, discussion. He's gonna listen to you.
Is there anything that you'd like to discuss
Nope.
with Shoma regarding your relationship?
No.
Okay, well, I have something I'd like to bring up.
Yeah, go.
And obviously, I don't mean to trigger you again,
listen,
but
listen.
we're here to kind of discuss
Trigger
our
fingers.
issues.
Come at him.
And I want to put it out there. It's a sensitive topic. It's his family. It's his sister, basically. His sister. For me, I don't want to be rude about it. I just want to get it out because at the end of the day, he doesn't see my point when it comes to this. But poor sister doesn't like me. And I say this because he always has something to say about me. Every time, you know, she sees me, this is someone that knows me off the platform. For example, this is someone that says I don't know how to look after kids. But every given opportunity, she dumps her kids on me. And I'm not using the word dump loosely. She literally just gives me her kids anytime she wants to go out. And he sees it as experience, but to me, it's more of her trying to make me her babysitter. So you don't like me, but you're constantly giving
Giving
me
you
your
the
children.
kids.
You think
It seems that the whole family is like this. I want to know where Paul's from. I'm gonna guess he's Nigerian.
I'm
I'm
a
gonna
bad
guess.
mum, or I don't know how to be a mum.
I don't think
but
so. I
you
don't claim
are
him.
forever asking me to babysit your kids. How does that make any sense? How are you sure I'm not out here poisoning them or pinching them and slapping them when you're not around? For me, a mum knows that, okay, my child's happiness is my priority. I don't think she understands that. I don't think she gets that.
Do you both come from an equal number of family members, or is it very different? I mean, Paul,
Roughly.
what's your background of family?
It's irrelevant.
Well, it might give us all a bit more understanding.
What's gonna give us an understanding is she has a problem with my sister, and I'm just finding that out now. Trauma's bringing up my sister randomly. Like, this really doesn't make sense when in real life at home, that's not the case. When my sister's around, everyone's kiki and laughing up at the, and then now we're here, because we're in therapy, all of a sudden she's now an enemy. Like, it just, let's make it make sense. Like, that's very, very playful. And I feel like Trauma's not being practical right now. Like, it's just a messed up situation. Everything's all wrong and it's just negative. Like, there's no positivity in a whole therapy session. There's not one positive thing.
Is there anything else that makes you insecure?
Well, essentially.
Wait. Let me talk. Because, first of all,
Go for it.
you don't go to therapy if things are good, if things are happy. You go to therapy because there's some things you want to get off your chest that you couldn't get off not in real life, in a situation where there was no mediator to discuss. That's why she's bringing it up. She's not going to start. This is why I sort of respect her, because he just said that, like, he was so shocked. That means she's not a loud person. She's not like an attention-seeking person to like bring up drama, that she had to wait for therapy just to even talk about something like this. So that's all I could say right now. But Paul just gets under my skin.
With Paul, I don't know if he's playing up for the camera, but essentially, if you say something he doesn't agree with, you're wrong.
I wanted to know what his background was, and he's like, irrelevant.
Irrelevant. Yeah, she even asked him, like, well, what do you do? He's like, I'm a numbers man.
Figures,
Facts, decimals, percentages, minuses, additions, subtractions, dentings.
divide, division, add it up, you know? Money, bags.
He thinks it's like something cool about being vague. And by the way, what's just happened is they do this weird editing thing. I don't quite like it, but essentially they'll pan back to Denise, and she's in a whole different outfit, and that means she's basically like talking to somebody else. So they've left things with Paul and Shoma, and now we're back with Jamal and Deborah.
One of the recent issues that we had is Clubhouse again. He actually blocked me on Clubhouse. I made that app quite late, and he decided to block me. He has this program that he does, I think Moderation TV, and what they do is they kind of do like a take me out sort of vibe. I don't know if you know the show.
Yeah.
So he's always on stage, and girls or guys have the opportunity to say whether they, shoot their shot basically at a guy that they kind of fancy. Now, Jamal is on stage because that's his show. But what I realized is that in listening to the show, because he doesn't know that I actually knew that he blocked me because I was with my friend. It's quite of a tricky situation. But anyways, I heard the conversation and I heard that fellow members of his team who had girlfriends, if a girl wanted to speak to them, they'll say, okay, he's out of bounds. So the conversation shut down. But Jamel, on the other hand, he doesn't do that. And so girls will be speaking to him. I know you're going to say it's Clubhouse and I don't care. Girls are still speaking to you and you're entertaining it. I don't like that. And that's something that does make me feel insecure. I'm so sorry I keep bringing up this Clubhouse app, but Jamel blocking me on this platform that he's in love with is absolutely ridiculous, dodgy. Like, I don't understand what he's doing on there, but blocking me is outrageous and I've definitely got my eye on him.
Why?
Girlfriend thoughts.
He doesn't respect her. To block her, and then if this is, I don't know what that show is. Maybe you know what the show is, but if you have a group of boys and they all have girlfriends, and then when a conversation comes up and they have to say they're out of bounds, it's out of bounds for them because they're in a relationship, and he doesn't do that. What does that say? He doesn't respect the relationship that they're in. He probably just. I don't know why she's there. I don't know why he's there. Like, he just probably just wants her for sex. What does she bring to the table? Again, that's what he asked her. Did he not?
He did last episode. It's interesting stuff. They don't seem compatible.
Yeah, they're not compatible.
It's working somehow. It's been a year so far.
So fixated on Clubhouse.
Yeah, because you love the app so much.
Denise, okay, with Moderation TV, there's someone called Jamal, and obviously I'm Jamel. So I feel like she's just muddling
Okay,
up
he's
the two
Jamel, not Jamal.
No, I'm not. I know your voice.
Babe, please.
Jamel.
And me blocking her is just...
I think I said his name wrong like 5 times.
So
You've been saying Jamal. I've been saying Jamal to correct you. That you were saying it wrong.
No, blocking me is dodgy. Blocking me is dodgy behaviour. That's dodgy behaviour.
David, why are you so dodgy?
It's dodgy.
That's dodgy behaviour.
Dodgy.
Don't block me on social media.
You know what I mean?
Another example then.
Don't piss yourself. Or don't piss.
We were out on a date and Jamel decided to go toilet, but he decided to stop and speak to a young lady whom till this day I don't actually know who she is. And when he came back to the table, I actually asked him, like, okay, what was that conversation about? And he kind of just like brushed it off like it was nothing. But the guy, you were actually gone for 10 minutes, leaving me there. You were speaking to a female. Like, how do you think that makes me feel?
How did you know it was a female?
I could see.
Oh, God.
I could see. Once he tried to duck and dive behind the waiter,
Duck and dive?
I actually saw.
First of all, I'm not shady. And I told her when I came back...
You do shady things. I didn't say you're shady. I said you do shady things.
Okay, cool. It was an old client, and we were just catching up. It wasn't 10 minutes. It was, pretty much 3 minutes. We spoke about her weightless journey and how she's keeping...
Okay, so why is it that you can tell Denise, but you can't tell me when I asked you at the restaurant?
Because we're at a date. Like, let's focus on us.
No,
that's dumb.
Question, I'd like for you to answer, please.
Yeah, but
he could have answered.
The mood. I wanted to focus on
okay,
us.
but that spoiled the mood because you didn't answer.
You didn't answer
when I asked you what you guys were talking about.
David, you're dumb, not you. No, you're not you, baby. Guys are dumb sometimes. It's just like talk things out. Like, you're really good at that, though. I would give you that. But like, how would that kill the mood? What killed the mood was you not telling her. But then you come to therapy and you could tell what. Oh my gosh. Everybody in this.
Don't worry about it, babes. Nobody.
Don't worry. Exactly. What's with, like, I don't know, maybe it's a London type of thing. Like, do people in London. Mystery, yeah. Like,
yeah.
Like, just talk. Just say what it is. Say what it is.
You gotta have some mystery to you. Yeah. Personally, I don't care. I just tell everything. But yeah, like that's the thing. You gotta have some mystery. You gotta keep your business to yourself because people don't want the best for you, and them things. You know what I mean? Evil eye, back chatting, all them things there. Yeah, why you want to know my business for? What are you, the ops? There's love like there's love like distrust. Like, I personally don't engage in that. But yeah, like I can understand why. Everything has to be a secret. Everything has to be mysterious. It makes yourself more interesting and also keeps you like safe in a way. But yeah, I can see how that can get annoying. However, what I will say is, um, previously, this girl, Deborah, has admitted to like telling her friend every facet of the relationship. Doesn't matter what it is, and he doesn't like that, but she won't stop. Now he talks to random girls, and she doesn't like that, and he won't stop. So it would be great if they could reach some kind of compromise where they reach the middle ground, where they wouldn't get into those nerves. But
It's quite easy.
it
Like,
doesn't seem they're gonna get there.
just respect the other person. If he doesn't like you talking about your relationship business with other people, don't talk about it. If she doesn't like you talking to other girls, don't talk about it. But clearly they can't stop, so...
Yeah, I think that there probably is very little to no respect in the relationship. It seems like. Yeah.
To me, it's important to them. I have to bond with them. I'm more than just a PT. Like, I was like their therapist, but bro, it's Deborah.
When did I see Jamal? If police said Jamal the whole time.
Jamal, are you aware that Deborah's feeling insecure with these different situations?
This is the first time she's actually spoke on her insecurities and given examples, I should say, on how it makes her feel. Like, we spoke about it, but I just thought it's nothing too deep, just brushed it over.
It's nothing too deep. If I'm expressing, and this is where I feel like your anger gets the best of you, because when we discuss such a conversation, it's like he doesn't want to hear it. I think
I
it
don't
definitely...
hear it.
No, you don't want to hear it.
Other than him going off at that restaurant with the phone,
Yeah.
otherwise he's very happy for you to see what's going on his phone, isn't he?
Oh my goodness, definitely not. Definitely not. At the meal, the same day that we were out, Jamal will have his phone on the table down, like literally can't see his notification.
Wait, and do you know why?
Why?
Because you complain about work.
Oh, now
work.
you want to twist it, yeah?
No, it's
now
not
you want to
about
twist it.
Oh,
Interesting. Now he's twisted it.
So Denise, obviously she complains about work so much. I thought, let me just turn my phone over so she doesn't see no notifications.
That's
over the phone.
ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Because you still
Put it in
pull
your
it out,
pocket.
you still open the Clubhouse, you still respond to messages, and then
What? When I'm on a date with you?
yes.
So what? Are you trying to tell me that I prioritize clubbers over you?
Regardless of the fact, I can't see the contents of your phone. I can count on one hand how many times I've touched your phone in 365 days that we've been together. So,
And tell me, Jamal, are you allowed to use or touch Deborah's phone?
Probably
I
not.
don't need to.
he knows my password.
Yeah, I know your password, but I don't.
Do I know yours?
I think it's open.
Okay. I don't know his password.
Okay.
Passwords, phones, thoughts.
I think we talked about this. Like, I don't really care. Like, I trust you. I think you trust me. I got nothing going on. I know you definitely don't got nothing.
Hey,
You got nothing going on.
I've got Marcus on my phone.
Yeah, even if you did, like, I don't really care. I feel very secure with you, so even like, you're on the other side. Like, I'm chilling. Like, I don't really care. Like, I know you guys in London are out of lockdown, so like when you say I'm going out with the boys, like, I don't really care. I'm like, okay, go have fun.
Find yourself a girl like Miss Kegz.
I'm just like, all I care about is like, oh no, I'm bored now. What do I do? So I go and find what I need to do.
Okay, no, but just in general, what do you think about like? Do you think it's mandatory that couples have to have each other's like?
It's not
passwords?
mandatory, and I know a lot of people in my circles and friend groups in the past when they were in relationships, they would do it, and I think there's a distrust there. When they do it, like, they feel the need to have their Instagram account. They feel the need to have their Twitter account. They need to know how to get into their phone. I think that's very possessive, and that's like, people need their privacy. I know you guys are in a relationship, but like, they're not hiding a dead body. Well, who knows? But I don't think some people could be serial killers. I don't know, but yeah, I don't feel the need. But I think if you do feel the need, that's an issue with yourself, or maybe the other person is making you feel so insecure that you need to get into their phone.
Yeah,
I will say, like, I don't know. Do you have a password?
It's my finger.
I have like a slap. Ooh, I almost did it. I have a. It was like muscle memory. I have like a thing, But I think the only reason I would probably want to just know your password or maybe put my finger on it is like, say something happens to you and I need to get into your phone. Like for reasons like that. Because I always think about like, oh my God, if I like dropped it on the street and they need to like access my information on my phone, like how is anyone supposed to get in there? So it's like, that's my dilemma. Like, do I leave it unlocked or do it not? So yeah, that's how I think.
Yeah, I agree. It shouldn't be mandatory. Yeah, because like I feel like if I was with somebody who was saying I need to have all your details, I'm like I'd refuse because it seems a bit too evasive and like essentially they have something that they don't trust about me, and I won't stay with somebody who doesn't trust me.
And
Yeah,
even
because
if like you're on your phone, I would be like, oh, what are you looking at? And you would tell me and you would show me. And then if you ask me, I tell you and I show you. And I usually send you what I'm looking at. So I don't even care.
communicate, people. Communicate. Anyway, we're talking too much. Let's go.
You're the one in
We're only
control.
halfway through.
We were meant to go to Thorpe Park. We went to Thorpe Park. He told her,
We're
I
back
don't know
with
why
Paul
he
and
did.
Shoma.
And she was like, oh, take my kids with you. The thing is, I wouldn't mind that if she came with us. Why are we taking her children to Thorpe Park? We're not parents.
Thorpe Park is like an amusement park in the UK. It's just really big, really nice. You can look it up.
That makes sense. Like, I'm not a mum. I feel as though, of recent, I've been sacrificing a lot of my time to look after kids that are not mine.
Okay.
When you become a parent, you make that sacrifice, isn't it? You drop a lot of your life for your children. Why am I doing that without being an actual mum? And the real mum is having fun.
Oh,
I feel like, so I hope he does this right. So she's complaining about something. She doesn't want to be taking care of her fiance's sister's kids. Now Paul is gonna hear something completely different and raise a whole different point. So what you're saying is you hate my niece and nephew.
Wait, okay, go.
But let's see who does it.
Did you have a discussion about this trip to Thorpe Park prior to going?
With him or with his sister?
About the situation, how it was going to happen, that he invited or however it came up?
I didn't know it was happening. He wanted us to go to Thorpe Park. That was good. He went to tell his sister and then she imposed her children on us. That's just my issue. And it happens many, many times. When they cry, I try and help them. And again, they don't necessarily know. They need their mum, isn't it? Like every child needs their mum. If I don't know how to shut them up, I'm a bad person. If I don't know how to make her child laugh or smile, I'm a bad person. So why the hell does she keep giving me her children?
okay, Denise. Wow, I literally didn't expect this. And to be fair, I'm very, very disappointed in you.
Why?
First of all, let's break down the words you're using. Dump.
Wait.
Okay, maybe wrong choice of words, but
She
Now,
she
if we're
don't
actually
pause it.
speaking about
She
my
corrected herself. No, I said don't pause it because remember when she said
sister
dump?
that
She's
love
like, I don't mean to
dearly,
use that word,
her
but
children that are practically my children, and you know how much I love her children.
so why are you not taking care of them?
Out of the love that you have for me, you should love them the same, and you should look after them.
yo,
I mean, I
get it.
I get it. But do you want a partner or a maid?
Exactly. It's like, okay, the way she's sounding, it's like the sister is treating her like a nanny. And
Yeah.
I don't know the sister's situation. Maybe she doesn't have a husband. Maybe she doesn't have a baby daddy, so she's like the only one. Like, I get it. Like, if say your sister, you wrote a statement. If say your sister was like, oh, can you just take care of my the kids for me while I just go do something, like maybe run errands. Even if they wanted to like go and have a night out with themselves, I would understand it. I don't know how many times she's doing it, but it seems like she's doing it not once, not twice, not 3 times. I think she's doing it quite frequently. And the fact that she keeps on taking the kids means, and she hasn't complained about it, means she's been doing this for a long time and she's just been complacent. So it's a tricky one, and I think she feels like what's the saying? when your kindness is being taken for granted or being abused. There's a saying.
Kindness being mistaken for weakness.
No. Okay, whatever. They're just sure. Something like that. And I just feel bad, but like, yeah, Paul's like, okay, so you hate my didn't you say that?
Yeah, he's like, yo, listen. I love him. And if I love him and you love me, then you should love him.
I don't think she hates the kids. She doesn't hate the kids. She hates the fact that the mom is abusing her. Not abusing her in the sense of like always dumping the kids onto her. And I get it. Moms need help. Some moms need help. But is she the only person she could go to? I don't
know. I like the way he was like, I love those kids like they're my own. She's like, why don't you take care of them then? Yo, listen. I love him, right? But you love me. So you take care of him. Oh Lord. It's I wouldn't do that. That's not fair. That's not fair. But you know, Paul's fault.
Run
because
it.
you love me. If you love me and you know how much I love these kids, you look after the kids.
If you're talking about my sister's kids, and I know how much I love these kids, she knows how much I love these kids. If you're going to mention them, you need to be delicate, first of all. So at the end of the day, if you're a person and you know you want to have kids with me in the future, come on, like let's think about how we're going to approach discussing this topic. You can't just talk anyhow. I'm not gonna feel like, okay, you know, I want to, you know, try and do something with you if this is your energy towards the. Come on, man.
First of all, I love these children. You know that, okay? I love her kids.
Doesn't seem like it, but go on.
But it does though. I'm complaining that I'm with them too much because your sister's like, she doesn't value my time. And she's using that as an excuse to drop her kids off to our house.
Drop, you see?
Well, I don't know. What should I use then?
How often does this happen?
Oh my gosh, like every 2 weeks.
Ah.
And sometimes they may, like on holidays, they may just stay. Do you know what I mean? Over the weekend. And the thing is, she's not at home. She's out with her girls. So I would watch her Snapchat, her Instagram stories. And it's not like I'm having the kids while she's at home. She's having fun. So in other words, we're babysitting for free. Another point. This is why he would never admit that she doesn't like me.
But babe, please. I know you've got points for days, but I just have to kind of just butt in a bit.
Where the facts, the figures.
You know I love you, right?
He doesn't want her to keep on talking.
Okay.
He's shutting her down.
To be honest, I feel like Trauma, she kind of steers, it's like she likes the idea of us being together, married with kids, but I don't think she actually wants kids. Based on how she's describing my sister's kids right now, it's actually a put off 100%.
He always misses the point.
How do you wake up
every
and
single
speak
time
about kids like this right now? My sister's kids, are you okay?
I'm not disrespecting the children. Neither am I disrespecting your sister. I'm about to, though. That's why we're bringing up this point.
You're not going to do anything. Let me tell you what's wrong with Trauma, right?
I don't get why
so
she
one
stays.
Christmas,
Okay.
Christmases ago, you know, she came round to the families. I'm a tiny bit of a chef, but the ladies cooked for the day. I let them have the kitchen. So now, Trauma specifically made pasta bake, okay? But it's a Nigerian household. So
I thought so.
Majority of the people are going to have jollof plantain. You might know.
Yeah, but there was other dishes there, babe. Don't
cool,
try it.
Cool. Do you know what Trauma done, right? So when because you know, Christmas, generally you're looking forward to the jollof or the XYZ, from my perspective, personally, then now she said, okay, because my sister didn't like the pasta bake, therefore she doesn't like her. Like, literally, that's borderline rehab. Literally. No, respectfully, that's borderline rehab.
So I need to go to rehab.
I'm not saying you need to go,
So I made it up.
No, I'm just saying, yeah. Just the thought process behind it. It's a bit.
Tell me, have you always felt this way with the sister?
Valuing your sister over your fiance in the hierarchy of relationships, you're not gonna marry your sister because that's a bit weird. So should you be like prioritizing your sister who's like able-bodied over your fiance?
Able-bodied? Why did you bring up able-bodied?
Like it's not like she's like she has like a disability or like needs extra assistance. She's fine. She's going out with her friends. Should you be prioritizing your sister over your
He
fiance?
has a special, like, this is a brother and sister bond. Like, I don't have that bond with my brother, but like that's a strong bond. I don't know what they've been through together, but he's definitely very protective over his sister. So yeah, like it's not, there's nothing wrong with that, but like if your fiance is telling you a concern that she has with a family member, you shouldn't just, he dismisses it. He definitely dismisses it. And she's talked about how he dismisses her. So yeah, honestly, at the end of the day, we know they're not getting married, and if they get married, she's an idiot for staying with this guy, because he's just a whole clown, in my opinion.
They're not again. They don't seem suited for each other, but
She has something to say about everything.
there's an
we do.
attraction here somehow.
Everything. The reason why I felt as though she was picking on me on Christmas was because she knew the dish I made. Yeah? She didn't like it because she watched me make it. Everybody else on that table enjoyed the pasta bake. Paul enjoyed the pasta bake. I enjoyed it. We both know it tasted really, really nice. So why she had an issue with it was because she watched me make it. She has an issue with the way I dress. So I wear, not necessarily all the time, but I could wear fitting clothes. I could have a little bit of cleavage out. All of a sudden it's too provocative.
Okay, look.
She dresses the same way I dress. So why is it such a problem?
All right, babe.
Competition. It's competition. And because she's so tight with Paul, because they have a bond, she feels like someone is intruding into their brother and sister relationship.
I don't want to stereotype here, but because I'm Nigerian, I do know people like that. Not to say that like people can't be jealous from any background, but I have seen people who are like that. They don't want competition. It doesn't matter who you are. You can be like your their sisters, their brother's girlfriend, X, Y, and Z. You can even be a guy. But essentially, they don't like competition, and they want to bully people they perceive to be competition until they just can't stand them anymore. So it's either they subjugate the competition, by like destroying their confidence, or they chase them away. I've seen it a lot before. So I mean, me personally, just like from Nigeria, but like I can relate to this kind of scenario. But yeah, I think that's essentially the issue. So there can only be one fine girl in the building, and it's gonna be Paul's sister.
I see. Okay.
All right, I'll tell you where I will kind of agree, right? Well, not agree, but where I kind of have a mere understanding of where she's coming from. So, basically, Choma was on a YouTube program called Backchat, right? Now, with that program, the characters on that program are sometimes it comes across like they're a bit ratchet, hood, ghetto, if you get. No, I'm saying the characters, not yourself. Yeah. Now, my sister is familiar with the program. Okay, she knows that Choma was on the program, so obviously, automatically, you're going to kind of, think, okay, maybe the person is like that. However,
she's a reality TV star.
To get to know Choma, she's realized, okay, do you know what, Choma?
This same exact channel has this show called Backchat. It's kind of like Jubilee's middle line, but like the production value is a lot lower, and there's a lot more yelling.
Oh, okay. So all these people are from like this channel?
Yeah. So I think actually just Choma. I don't think the other three people here are from the channel.
Gotcha. Okay.
Maybe yeah.
Choma's not like that.
Actually, maybe Jamil might be. I don't know. I can't remember, but he might be from one of the seasons.
And she's kind of,
warm to her.
Yeah.
When does she warm to me? Tomorrow? Because it hasn't happened yet. When has she warmed to me? Because as of 2-3 days ago, we had a little argument. So when has she warmed to me?
I don't think it's my place to say about her previous encounters, but she's never really met up or probably experienced somebody like me.
Regardless of the fact, you do shady things.
On top of that, Denise, even his clientele for fitness, I can't do it. Like, it's just too many females, and he has to go to their houses as well. Like, that for me is very uncomfortable. It's just too many females.
So
I
wait,
feel like
what exactly do you want? Because it seems like do you want me, or do you want the money that I'm making to buy you gifts? So if I'm not working, I'm not buying you gifts. I've got new clients that are women. Cool, that is my market. If that's such a problem, get me clients then. Male clients. How about that?
I just feel like there needs to be a balance.
A balance.
Have a mixture
That's what I'm
of
saying.
male and female clients. The female attention, let's just bring it down a bit, because you love it. You love it. You love it. You love it. Let's just...
How easy is it to get clients? I mean, presumably you advertise and then the clients come to you.
That's correct. So as I advertise, market, majority of my clients come from
I
word
want
of
to see his
mouth and social
Instagram
media.
page.
So they are the ones contacting me. So I'm not really in control of my client coming in. So that's what I'm saying. If Deborah has such a big issue about my ratio of male to females, help me out then.
Jamel is too booky for me. We're always having issues about...
Bookie.
Yeah, Buki. Okay, no, wait. Again, I gotta shoot Jamel some bail here. What Deborah said is valid. It's kind of weird you're going to all these females' houses to give them fitness instructions. I've been to a gym. We all know how close those instructors like getting to their female clients. They get right in there. Help them out with every squat and lunge and stretch. Cool, whatever. It's a bit weird, but the girls like it for whatever. However, the fact that he was open to getting more male clients if she would help him makes me think that either he's saying it because he knows that she won't help him because what she wants is money, or he's genuinely saying, "Fine, give me a hand." Because I'm guessing he probably like, so fine. He's good looking. He gets female attention. He gets female clients, and then they refer him to other females that they know. I would imagine is how his web of female clients grows.
That's likely what happens when you find someone, they refer you to other people. And if it's all females, they're just going to keep on referring to other females. So, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, again, if she wants the ratio, if she wants money to get her stuff, and he works as an instructor, and then the only way he can make money is by like collecting money from his clients, which are mainly female. If she wants the money, but also wants the number of female clients to go down, then give homeboy a hand finding some male clients.
But also, I think when it comes to personal trainers, the majority demographic is female, no?
I have no idea.
I think it is.
I guess because like girls do tend to like have feel like they don't know how to work the gym or whatever. Or like a bit intimidated if like there's like guys and girls in like a gym.
Or they
area.
need like motivation,
Yeah. So but then it seems that every time the topic of like give me a hand, provide more than just yourself, the relationship comes up. She's like, nah. Just on back to say, nah, I ain't doing that.
That's
I'm here to be taken care of. I'm a baby. Take care of me. And buy me Gucci.
Buy me a Gucci bag.
Yes.
Take me to Paris. Why am I still here when Marcus and my best friend are over there in Rome? Like, she gets comparison.
Pretty much. So again, I would not date her. Sorry.
About females, like, am I
Well, you
dating
shouldn't, you're
Jamel,
dating me.
or am I dating the females that he's
I mean, like,
supposedly working
if you
with,
weren't here.
talking to, like, it's just too much. It's dodgy. It's weird. I'm actually getting quite annoyed. I feel like it's quite insensitive of you to kind of not understand where I'm coming from. We spoke about this. You know about the previous situationships, let's call it, seeing as I've been in a relationship that I've been in, and you know, like, I'm naturally like a giving person. Like, I like looking after, like, you know,
what do
the
you
guy
give?
that I'm with. But I feel like with those previous relationships, they kind of they took advantage of that, and so for that reason, when he stops doing all these things to me, I kind of feel like we're going back into that cycle, and so I find it quite insensitive because you know that, and you know how that made me feel.
Is there anything else he could do? He's spoken about these very expensive presents, but is there anything else he could do to show you, to make you feel more comfortable?
I just feel... I just think more straightforward answers.
Okay, the difference between the two couples. See how when she talks and she needs to open up, his body language, he turns, he looks at her, while Paul is like that speaks a lot. I think Jamal actually does care and really does want to work on this relationship, while Jamal is just like, you're either gonna go my way or not go my way, or just get out. So I think not Jamal, Paul. I think Jamal actually wants to make this work, and his body language like shows that, and that was just something I picked up. He does that a lot. Every time she's about to talk, he adjusts his position and looks at her to listen.
Jamil needs a better woman. Sorry.
Oh, I said Jamal again.
If I ask you a question, just, it's not,
Needs a better woman.
You have to be shaky about it. Like, just tell me where you're going. Just tell me what you're doing. Like, I don't know. Like, am I doing something? Like, you don't want to, like, I don't know why. The phone situation for me is just a strange one, but I don't know, like, I don't really want to be telling him to be more loose with his phone. Like, he should just be natural. Do you get what I mean? I don't want to tell him, make sure you leave your phone on the table so that I can have a peek at it. Do you get what I mean? It should just be more natural.
Isn't that basically what you want?
If I'm best be honest. So
Since everyone wants to talk about back chat, Paul, his mum, his sister.
Oh, they're swapping too much.
Paul knows me because I was on back chat, and I think I conducted myself properly on that show. Yeah, some people might have come and ruined this reputation, but for me, I conducted myself properly. I'm very respectful on back chat and off back chat, so I don't understand what the problem is.
I accept the fact that Trauma was on the show called Back Chat, right? However, if my sister / people in general kind of paint her with that brush, then how can you blame them if you were on the program? I didn't send you there. You were there. It wasn't me. So what do you want me to do?
It makes no sense because this is someone that knows me off that platform. So you know how I genuinely am. Ideally, we should have a better relationship than we do now. But because she's such a bitch, because she's such a problem, she has an issue with me, we don't get along.
Let's go.
And Paul does not defend me.
No.
Paul, this...
No. Listen.
You can't call my sister a bitch.
No. He just called my sister an animal.
A dog. A whole dog. You think my sister is a dog?
I love my sister. So basically, she's saying I love an animal.
You're doing it perfectly. Like, you know who calls us that? Watch, he's gonna shut down Denise, the therapist. He'll be like, no. Let me talk.
Wait. So basically, if I heard that right, you're saying that my niece and nephew are the sons and daughters of an animal. So therefore, you're saying that my family are animals. So does that make me an animal?
You love an animal? Okay, just
are you engaging in bestiality right now? Because, I mean, if my sister's a dog, then so am I, right?
Damn it, just stop.
This is the way Shoma feels. That's how she's being made to feel.
Do you want to defend Trauma in calling my sister a bitch?
No. Not at all.
Oh my God.
In fact, what I was going to suggest is that maybe, moving forward, you could find a way of getting Shoma and your sister together in a way that would, melt down this issue that Shoma's feeling.
Look, the way I see it is that could be arranged if need be.
It needs be. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's respect ourselves. Look, this is what it is, right? First of all, the bitch, just take that one back first.
I'll take it back, but you've heard my point.
Are you going to do it again?
What, you don't do that?
Answer the question.
You see cameras around.
Okay,
chill.
wait. Was it
Because
the right
clearly
thing that you
that's-
done? No. Was it the right thing that you done?
I said the way she's not okay. Listen, let me rephrase that because that might come across rude. All right, she acts like a bitch.
Oh, so
Might
you
not be
still
a
want to
bitch.
associate my sister with that word?
Facts.
Is it her fault that you was on back chat? Did she tell you to go on back chat?
But I conducted myself properly, and
That's not the
back
point.
chat
You were still there.
So what does that mean? I'm proud to have been there. What's your point?
Excuse me.
So let's put some respect on back.
Come on, Denise, step
and stop
up.
trying to talk about it like it's one piece of rubbish
Mediate the
that couldn't have a chance to
conversation.
be on anyway.
This is not going to work if you're both talking at the same time. So just for a second, please, let's calm it down a little bit and let's talk rationally.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have to be cheeky, by the way.
Carry
I
on.
know.
She's literally giving you a floor to speak. So speak.
Are you gonna let me speak, or do you wanna speak over me? Okay. The moral of the story, right? If you wanna break it down in a nutshell, just the way she talks about stuff. Okay, the kids, we're dumping the kids. The sister, she's a bitch. Come on. Like, anyone with half of a brain knows who is the antagonizing person in this situation.
Shoma, can you appreciate what he just said?
Why would I have a reason to lie on your sister? Do you not think I want a good relationship with your sister? She's just literally given us an opportunity where you can arrange a meeting where me and your sister can get together and have a talk. And you've just said if needs be. I've explained to you that I feel some type of way, and you're not acknowledging that. You don't acknowledge anything when it comes to your family. So in other words, they can treat you like shit and I should respect them. Why? Because we're Nigerian? No, because at the end of the day, I'll be very honest, your sister's really treading on thin ice right now. Because I'm only respecting her.
You wanna go again?
No,
Okay.
babe.
No, I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you.
Listen. Because I'm only respecting her because I love Paul and I respect his family. Yeah, but the way she's treating me, we're not far off of age, first of all, and I'm an adult.
Yeah, these hands.
You're not going to speak down
What's
on
he
me
saying?
because I'm dating your brother. I have brothers. I don't speak down on their partners. So I feel like she has too much shoulder in my relationship, and you need to tell her that it's you and I dating. I'm not dating your sister. Your sister and I don't have sex.
Can I just put...
She can't please you the way I'm pleasing you, so she needs to stay out. And you need to tell her, sorry.
Can I just put a spanner in the works here?
Facts are facts.
Your
Ain't
sister
no problem with it.
obviously cares a lot for you.
Yes, she does.
You
Too
know,
much.
And it could be,
It's weird.
I'm not saying it is, but it could be that your sister is actually worried about losing her brother to
I think it's
his
jealousy.
girlfriend.
What?
So actually,
Am I not a therapist? I did what Denise said within 2 seconds of seeing that encounter. I know that. The sister, they have such a tight bond. The sister is scared of losing Paul to this girl. And this girl doesn't trust her because I think it's because of what Paul is saying. Because for Paul to say that, the sister and the brother probably had a conversation about it.
I feel that there's something more insidious here. I feel like the sister is scared of losing control
Of Paul?
over Paul. Yeah, it's not a case that they're tight. It's a case that she has like a lot of influence in his life.
Okay.
Because at least from what Choma is describing, there's nothing about the way that the girl interacts with either her brother or Choma that shows that she cares about her brother. Because if you care about your brother, do you always send your kids to him every 2 weeks while you go out and party? That doesn't seem like a caring thing to me.
Mm-hmm.
But
and
yeah,
I think he's the big brother. He's the big brother, so he babies the little sister.
Yeah. So it sounds like when you're taking my brother away from me, what that really means is that you're taking away the influence I have over him.
she loves you so much that she doesn't want someone to come in between you.
With my sister, we have a very good relationship. We've been together since I was born, right?
So let her marry you then. I don't
wait,
understand.
let me
How
finish.
has your sister got to do with this?
Let me
Oh,
finish.
pause. The sister's...
Now,
never mind, there's no pause. The
when-
sister's older.
Which makes even more sense.
We've been
Influence
together
of influence.
since I was born. Well, it doesn't really matter since he was... Oh, yeah, he's younger. Yeah, so he's a little brother.
When you really think about it, in theory, she's seen all of my exes. So, she's seen a pattern. She knows what I want out of a relationship. She knows what I want in terms of goals. So, obviously, if I'm going to pick a long-term life partner, right? And Choma, we're both marrying into each other's families. I
Don't
think
marry
it's
him.
within her right to have an oversee on what could potentially be.
Honestly, I don't know what kind of relationship Paul and his sister have. I mean, I'm not insinuating anything, but it's a bit suspicious to me. Because I don't understand why she's in every single conversation we have. And he's always defending her. I mean, I'm your girl, defend me. At least once in a while, do you know what I mean?
Yo, babe,
That's
just
what
defend
Paul
me
wants, and
still.
that's, I don't know, maybe that's how they deal with each other in their family.
Don't worry, my
I
sister likes
should be
you.
made
So
aware,
it's
you
all
know?
good.
So if my brothers were maybe slapping you every day, you would be happy about that.
Did my sister slap you?
No, she hasn't slapped me because she wouldn't dare.
So
She wouldn't dare slap me. What I'm trying to say is if my family was involved so much like your sister, not even your family, your sister, you would have an issue with that. Knowing you, knowing him, he would probably leave me because it's just too much to handle, okay? The thing is, she hasn't even given me a chance from the jump.
Take your own advice.
Do you understand? So
That's why I'm saying it would be, helpful to find a way of diffusing this emotion that you're feeling towards his sister.
Denise,
if she's not going to be respectful in my house, then she can stop coming.
Denise, what you're failing to understand is that there's toxicness coming out of Choma towards my sister. The energy is going that way. It's not coming back. She needs to deal with what's inside her first, and then we can move on to heal the world. Choma, you need healing.
I need healing. I need healing from who? From your sister?
From yourself.
No, let me tell you something. I will heal perfectly if you stop her from coming to the house. Honestly, I won't complain again. If I don't have to see your sister again, maybe except Christmas and our wedding day, because we're getting married, then she doesn't, I will heal.
Okay, babe.
I won't have an issue with that.
Why does she want to marry
true God.
him?
If you can do that for me, babe, then I'm
Paul
fine.
would
Since you
have
don't want to
an issue with
listen.
that.
Babe.
Pardon?
Paul would have an issue with that.
Well, then he's not taking into account what I am saying.
Babe.
His sister hates me.
Babe.
And he thinks that it's normal.
Babe, you need healing, babe.
Go away, man, because you're not listening to me.
He's a douche.
The fact that she's bringing us here and she keeps on bringing it up, those are the type of things that she needs to deal with within herself.
You're a charmer.
Self-healing,
Do yourself
basically.
a favor, man.
That's what she needs to practice for
Get
herself.
yourself with Jamel and bounce.
If you're still bringing up stuff since 19 how long? Come on, how are we going to move on?
Deborah's never had a boyfriend before, and I feel like that is taken almost a toll within our relationship. All these expectations and expecting me to do particular things. Like, where is she actually getting these ideas from? What? Loving hip hop? Like, watching things on TV? Like, Deborah has this unrealistic view on relationships. Like, I just don't understand, like, who's in her ears? Her family, social media. Like, she's never actually experienced one. This is her first chance to actually experience one. Like, I'm tired of her just having this superficial opinion on what relationships are when she's never really been in one.
Is there a reason that you have never had a boyfriend before?
I don't know. I don't know the reason, but I have siblings. All my sisters, they all have boyfriends. So there's an expectation and there's a standard of guy that I'm going for. And I've expressed that to
Comparison.
She compares everything in her life to other people. She doesn't live her own life.
Seeing around you is two
She might be the youngest.
I've explained to her this before, like, what it takes to be.
I'm in a relationship. We've been together for a year.
You know what I mean?
Okay, Jamal, I find it quite insensitive. Jamal knows a lot about my past and my past situationships, let's call it, seeing as I haven't been in a relationship.
Tell me about that.
So, at a point in time, I lived with my auntie and my uncle, and I saw their relationship, and I did not like what I saw. I saw that my auntie would do everything for her husband, from the finances, from washing his clothes, the housework. And for me, I kind of vowed to myself, like, that's not a relationship. I don't want to ever be the woman doing that in a relationship. And for that reason, I'm very particular about how I want my guy to be. And actually, to answer your question, I think that's why my previous situationships, let's call it, hasn't worked. I was manipulated by this guy. I feel like he took advantage of me. There's a lot of things that he did. and I found myself doing, which is what I said I did not want to do. So one of the reasons why I did get with Jamel is because he didn't show me that at the start of the relationship. He was being that male figure. He was looking after me. He was buying me the gifts. So it's like now when he's kind of like backtracking, it's very uncomfortable for me. And like I said, insensitive, because you know how I felt at that time. And you kind of met me after I came out of that situation with that guy. So.
Well, I'm sorry for me.
Wait.
He wasn't
Okay,
ready
go.
to hop into a new relationship.
That's what she said? Oh, I
No, no,
blanked it.
that's what I got from that.
Jamal, you think he wasn't ready?
No, she wasn't ready. She wasn't ready.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, then yes.
she
Yes.
wasn't ready.
Because if she said
She wasn't ready.
yeah, yeah. So basically, Paul is talking to the wrong woman. Deborah, you need healing. You need to go get yourself healed.
I feel like just coming from that place, I
They're
definitely
perfect
understand
for
it.
each other.
I feel like now we need to think about a solution to move forward. That's why we're here. And that's why I obviously brought her to therapy as well, because I feel like it's great for both of us, but as individuals as well, like we're still in a relationship, correct? But there's still things that we deal with as individuals, like emotions and dealing with particular things, past traumas and situationships. And I've always been that safe space for her. She's been my peace of mind, and vice versa. Like I feel like we're at our best when we actually understand what we're saying, we're communicating, we're getting what each other's saying. Like she's beautiful inside out. And I tell Deborah this all the
It's great to
time.
hear you saying the word we. That's, you know, when you're in a couple situation, it's music to my ears to hear people saying, we like this, we do that, we do the other, because that means you're working as a team. And for any relationship to work, it has to be teamwork. Do you think that there's a future?
They could make it. The other two, they can't make it.
I would love to think so. I just hope
They could
it's mutual.
change.
That's
She
the
needs to
reason why we're here
change.
today. Like we actually
Yeah,
move past this. I see
she needs to meet
Deborah
him
potentially
halfway
being my wife.
a little
Yes.
bit.
Why I'm doing crazy things. Like
And
I'm
he needs to
working
meet her halfway.
bonkers.
There's not like he's
Like there's
perfect
numerous
too.
things
There's
that I
little
have
things he could
aspirations
fix.
for ourselves.
Yeah. I think he should be more honest
Just
with her.
continuously building.
I don't trust him. Sorry. I'm sorry to say, like,
Ooh.
I'm really sorry to say. I know you're trying to be sensitive and I appreciate that, babe. But at the same time, I'm not entirely happy, if I'm honest.
They just cut it like
Wow.
that?
What a way to end.
Okay, well, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you like my boyfriend.
Hi.
But the editing on this show is really weird. If you like this, if you made it to the end, like, you're dope, you're a G, and tell me how you liked our vibe. I think we're a good combo. I think we give good commentary.
We're not them.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna judge anybody because at the end of the day,
No.
we'll probably
Yeah.
go through our own problems, our own ish,
Oh
and
God.
we could see, like, we talked about this, like, I think earlier today, like, we could see all everybody else's problems, but at the end of the day, we could all have knowledge, but do we have the wisdom to make that knowledge applicable? That's where it comes down to. So, yeah.
Like and subscribe if you want to see me and Miss Kegz go into therapy when we start fighting each other, and then let's see how we resolve that.
I rebuke that.
I'm gonna grow out my beard, shave my head, just sit there. So what
I
you're
rebuke
saying
that.
is,
I send it back to the sender. Send it back to the sender.
so what you're saying is, I'm the devil. Yo, ciao, Paul.
What you're saying is, I'm the devil.
That should be like a merch. But what you're saying is, so what you're saying is,
Anyways, thank you so
Oh
much
man.
for watching. Okay, I'm tired. Peace. Peace, peace, peace. And
I'm going to bed. Bye.
okay, bye.